Hey guys, so this is just gonna be kind of a relaxed video, honestly. It's just, I don't even really know what to say, guys. I wanted to do this video yesterday, but, just kind of things got in the way, kind of a little got complicated. So I'm doing it right now. So at this point, I'm not well over 5,000, but I have more than when I had immediately 5,000. I was just a little just bit overwhelmed with all of this from yesterday. And honestly, it's really just because, and I know it's a bit cliche, but it's really just because I didn't necessarily ever think that I would get here, especially get here this fast. I used to look at these projections and stuff on Social Blade and everything, and they were saying like, it would take you really long time just to get just this many people following you or interested enough in your content or something with how you were doing and everything. And honestly, it's just I honestly wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for all of you guys, just every single one of you, either, commenting, liking, sharing, sharing your thoughts and everything. Because as much as I like putting myself out there and just talking about Dragon Ball or Saul or box office numbers or any of the other crap I talk about, there's always you guys you're always just there to share your opinions, and it's always so awesome because I overthink a lot of these things, whether it's I'm doing a video alone or I'm doing a video with someone else. And you got to know that, like, before we start recording, almost always we overanalyze, we overdiscuss, we overthink these particular aspects. We want to make the best possible video possible, and it's in so we think we have everything perfect, we have every point that we want to make, and then we put it out there, and you guys come out and you're just like, yeah, but you forgot this, or you forgot this, or what about this? And it's so awesome to see that there's so many people out there who not only like what I like, but also think about it as uniquely as I do, and even more so. And knowing that there's so many of you guys who know more than I do about this type of stuff and want to share your opinions, your thoughts, your theories, and all this other stuff that would really work on so many levels. And I just have to say thank you for that. I mean, I wouldn't be doing this right now if it wasn't for you guys and all the support and all of the different opinions that y'all throw around and everything. And I know this is kind of cliche because I'm in law school, because I'm doing other stuff besides just YouTube and trying to, actually get a degree and everything. I do this as a side hobby. I've decided that if I'm not actually studying and if I'm not actually doing this, then I'm going to stay productive, and I need to just keep working because, time doesn't go by. You don't feel good about yourself or anything like that if you don't just keep working and keep figuring out ways to make your downtime as active as possible. So when I get home at night after a long day of studying, I make these videos, I put these videos up, and I schedule them out throughout the week. And it's just something that, I don't get to actually respond to every comment, but I read all the comments, and I just try to I try to kind of take in exactly what you guys have to say and how you guys interact with me and all this other stuff. So before I actually get to thanking anybody, I just really wanted to say that that's what I really live for with this stuff. It's just I never thought it would be this way. I never thought I would have so many people be here and actually just kind of impress me in such a way where it's like, I can't believe my audience is so smart and so so uniquely in tune to everything that I have to say or anything that I'm actually interested in. And honestly, I couldn't ask for anything more. And the only reason I do keep doing this is because of all the people out there, everyone listening to this right now who who appreciates what I think and also overthinks me at times. I mean, keeps me on my toes in terms of actually being as creative as possible. So, with that being said, if I don't mention you guys right here, I have my list right here. If I don't mention you, please know that I'm not trying to forget about you. I just there's just so many people to name, but I do want to actually point out a couple and actually walk you through and actually little bit of my story with YouTube, honestly. I've said this before, and I will always say it. I don't think I would be anything on YouTube if not for a handful of people, and then also people who support me and everything, who genuinely who genuinely have helped me through this. And I have to really start with back around 2 years ago. It was Nathan, or the Frozen Particle, who really was the first one to, I guess, kind of see my channel or something, and got people around me who supported me and wanted me to keep making content and stuff. Uh, Gary, or Taken Kage, One Piece Nation, Dimsy from Dimsy's Domain, and World King Kanji. Those guys, my first kind of group of collaborators and friends on this particular network, are the ones who really kind of pushed me forward and made it so you can keep doing this. What you're doing is good. At least it was kind of nice to have a little bit of recognition for that particular time in my YouTube career, if you want to call it a career or just hobby or whatever you would call it. And I really needed that. It was something that, even if it was 30 subs, even if it was 100, 200, however many that I had up until a point before I actually really kind of started picking up. And there's always downtime and uptime and everything with how you grow and everything, but everyone starts off in kind of the same level, and you have to try to find a way to find yourself and how you're comfortable and how you progress. And if I were not for those people, I don't think I would have stayed on YouTube for as long as I have, and I wouldn't have found it as fun as I have, because those are the ones who actually really just kind of kept my spirits up when everything seemed like it was kind of useless and no one wanted to hear what I had to say. No one was interested in any of my theories or any of the news or any of the things that I thought were fascinating at the time. So I really have to thank all of those guys. And just jumping off of that, I honestly don't think I would be here or doing these type of videos or doing anything or even having the time. I think it was really wouldn't even have the time if I hadn't have met Donnie, or D-Free for anyone who doesn't know. When I first met Donnie, he was so helpful, and I always like to tell him, when I met him, even though he's at 66,000 right now. I mean, he's growing road to 100K, man. Road to 100K. Hashtag Krillin it in the comment section below. But when I first met him, I like to laugh because I had about 30 subs and only had made about 5, maybe 6 videos at that time. I didn't have much, and I think 2 of them were update videos about where I was and all that, where I was and why I wasn't making videos or something. And he had about 3,000, and I was like, hey, I like your content. Would you want to do videos with me? And I actually binge watched a lot of his videos, and I left decently sized, kind of thoughtful comments on everything that he had to say. And lo and behold, he actually, I guess, he messaged me back, and he was really okay with that. So we started talking, and honestly, if there was anyone in this community that I consider a genuine friend, I mean, there's more, and there has been more since, but Donnie is definitely my biggest friend in this community. I mean, he's helped me through some times. I've helped him through some times, YouTube-wise, and also kind of real personal stuff we've had discussions about and everything. And it was that first step in realizing just how much of a family camaraderie type of situation this can be, and how YouTube works in that sense. And I wouldn't be here doing these videos, like I said, because I had a method, I had a rhythm to what I wanted to do or what I thought I would be on YouTube. And after talking with him, after getting to know him, after seeing his charisma and how he approached these videos, he just kind of told me, he's like, you have to get out of your way. You have to learn how to do this stuff. You have all this stuff in your head. You don't need to write it out. You just need to talk about it. And you'll get better. It's hard, but you'll get better at it, and you can push through it. And I know it's a learning curve, but do it. try to do it, and you'll see just what I mean. And the only reason I do as many collabs as I have, or even just solo videos right now, I don't even really do notes. I don't even really put things out, and maybe that can be noticeable at times, especially since but I try to get out as much unique thoughts and not necessarily repetitive thoughts as I can in one video without doing it, because it's something I've overthought from time to time to time. And I wouldn't be doing these videos, I wouldn't be doing them as rapidly or readily if it wasn't for Donnie and all of the time he spent with me just encouraging me to do that. And also with Donnie, I also had found a really good new group with Dr. Blick and Dr. Love. I have to give them shout outs too, even though Dr. Blick likes to do nothing but bag on me for not doing videos with him, and I just throw it back at him with, your One Piece channel. It really makes him mad, but it's true, he's not necessarily a One Piece channel anymore. But yeah, it's always just we bag on each other all the time. But I do respect those guys, and I don't work with them as much as I could right now. But we're both busy, and there's time gap, at least for Blick and Kanji, people I would really like to work with from time to time. So we don't necessarily get to talk to each other all the time. And then, that was, I guess that was like 6 months in. I can't even remember. But a couple of other people I really have to just kind of shout out and just kind of talk about a little bit in my growth on YouTube. I don't think I would be as, I guess, resilient, or I guess I wouldn't be as consistent. That's the word. I wouldn't be as consistent as I was on YouTube if it wasn't for people like Danny and MJ and Dino. But just kind of talk about them individually. Danny, or Geekdom 101, however you want to call him. Like, just a little side story. He likes to talk about, and it's very true. With a guy his size and a guy as humble as he is, and he really is. I know he gets a lot of hate, but he is really very humble. And if you talk to him in person, or if you talk to him in private, he does do a lot of stuff, and he says a lot of things that he doesn't say in public, and he doesn't necessarily brag about in public on this type of situation where you guys, like, honestly, I don't want to take the time to actually just defend it. I know he gets a lot of hate in this community just because of his size and everything, but he really is a very good person. And it's kind of a funny story. He was the first person I messaged on YouTube messaging, and if you guys don't know what YouTube messaging is, it's horrendous. I mean, it's so bad, but it was the only way I could actually talk with him, or knew a way to actually, like, I guess, reach out to him that he might see. And I threw him all these discussion topics, and of course at that point I only had like a couple videos, and he was nice enough to really just kind of offer me some word of encouragement and just kind of brush me off, which I didn't like pursue further. I knew from that, it's like, you have to earn your place. You have to actually get a decent sized audience, and you have to show him that you have to show people in this community, it doesn't matter how big they are, you have to show this people in this community that you are actually, like, you're actually not only a fan of their work and what they do, but you also have to show that you're just as dedicated and committed to making content as they are. So I completely understood that at the time, and I just decided at that point that I was just going to keep making content until, people like Geekdom noticed me, or even Rhyme Style. And going back to Donnie, I wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't have ever talked to Dino and Danny without Donnie. So there's a lot of D names in there, but I really wouldn't have, because he really helped push me through that. And once I got to know Dino and Danny, there was just they're the nicest guys in this entire community, and they really, both of them, with their work effort and how I've talked with them in private, have told me and all this other interesting stuff that's really pushed me forward. And like, the only way you grow on YouTube is if you're dedicated, and if you push yourself and you have consistent content that the people who do want to hear what you have to say know that your content's coming out at a certain time every single day. And I wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be doing this stuff without people like Danny or Dino or Donnie or even MJ. When I first met MJ, MJ was really, he was smaller than me, and now we look at him. Like, I keep telling that guy that he's going to be the next big Dragon Ball YouTuber, because he's like, nah, man, nah. But, like, it's true, because, like, MJ puts so much effort, and he works so hard for everyone in the community. And he goes out and he's diversified his content, and he's made series that no one else has made in this stuff. He talks about all this other stuff, theories, power scaling, everything. He's very diverse in this particular community with how widespread it could be, and he wants to be so much more, and I definitely believe in that guy, and he's also a dear friend, and I really hope to meet him in person one day, considering we're both in Texas. So honestly, MJ, if you're listening to this, then I do also respect you. You guys have really taught me the value of being consistent, and just how to actually grow in YouTube, and how to, I guess, corral an audience to the people who actually want to hear what you have to say, and people who not only want to have to hear what you have to say, but also are smart enough and respect you enough to give their honest and true opinions. And those are the people I like talking to. Those guys, people watching this right now, listening to this right now, are the ones that those people help me find. And if you found me, it's really because of them, and I couldn't have done it without them. And just kind of jumping off here, kind of a little bit more, little rapid pace more, I just wanted to kind of shout out a couple names of people that I really also respect, and I'm not going to make this video a 30-minute long video by going into all of these sob stories, or these stories where I've interacted with this person or this person or this person. So just kind of rapid pace. First of all, Amber, I would really like to thank you as well. You've been a really huge help on my channel. Always coming in, having laughs, having a fun conversation whenever possible, and not just with Dragon Ball stuff, but other things that we've done collabs on in the past. So I really do thank you for that. Golden Scouter, Xeno Z Snake, Mike from Laughing Stock Media, always fun to have you on the channel. Flicks and Movies, Alex, also, I can't wait to have you on the channel, man. I honestly can't wait. We're going to do some more movie stuff. It's going to be awesome. Same thing with Mikey Savage 21. Mikey, I know I've been kind of busy right now, but I really would like to have you on the channel, back on the channel sometime soon, because I think you and I work well together. Thank you so much for all the support and help and everything. One Punch Sloth, Steven, you are the most unbelievably supportive person I have ever met in my life, at least through social media. It's like, dude, thank you so much. Like, it means way more than you possibly know. Eddie Locks, I think I said that. Eddie Locks, also very supportive guy. Thank you so much. Kihokai 1994. Thank you so much, man. Toxic Buds, Ryan Horton, Kevin the Saiyan, DB Christian, Brian, or the One Tough Nerd. Thanks, man. Augustus Abram, or Gus. I think you said your name is Gus. Definitely Mr. Ninja Star, Miss DBZ Babe, Ramble, and Danica. Thank you so much, guys. Those are most of the people I have right now that I can remember, and I know have interacted with me in the past and everything like that. So if I didn't say you, like I said, I'm sorry. I can't possibly just sit here and talk and mention every single person, every comment I've read that's impressed me and everything like that. But please know, if I haven't, please go into the comment section below and tell us a time when we interacted or something. Comment that type of stuff, because I really kind of want to interact with you guys here. I really do. I want to hear anything where anytime when we interacted or something like that. And guys, I just can't say it enough, and I won't ever stop saying it, that I feel so grateful to be where I'm at right now. It's slow going, but I don't ever want to stop. This is way too fun. This is way too nice to have so many people have so many awesome ideas, and how I've figured out how to interact with you guys in such a big, unbelievable way that I didn't think was possible a couple years ago. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to sign off. 5,000 down. Let's get to 10,000 soon, and I hope everyone has a good day. Bye.